Hi, I'm Alex Kern, and thank you for joining me for this quick, free video on how to really step change the compliance, risk management, and process management for your organization. Now, over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how a free process management solution can really help step change your approach to risk management, compliance, process management, and of course, process improvement. So why should you listen to me? Well, I've got 16 years experience helping Fortune 500 companies improve their processes to meet their risk and their compliance needs. So I know the pain you're going through. And like never before, companies are now meeting their risk, compliance, process, and their technology needs by bringing all of their important content together into one single place, like their process maps, procedures, risk information, controls, detailed requirements, and even customer user stories. They're also leveraging an efficient way to sustain and maintain all that content so that they don't have to recreate it year over year. And finally, they're not having to spend a huge amount of money on some complicated software application, because the application that I'm about to show you is for the most part free. So how are you going to do this? Well, you're going to follow a simple 4-step approach, and step 1 is map. But you're not going to use any solution to map. You're going to use the free solution that I just talked about, and it's called Elements.cloud. And when you map, it's not going to look like this. Don't do this. There's no need for any sort of complex shapes, symbols, color schemes of any kind. Elements makes things super simple. So when you build a map in Elements, everything's going to be simple, intuitive, and easy to understand for everyone, not just the IT gurus or the process gurus, but everyone. Because again, if you want to improve risk management and compliance, your process content has to be understood by all. Now, this looks pretty simple, but the reality is, if your process is very complicated, Elements is actually driven hierarchically. So if you want to see more about how to originate a loan, you simply create a drill down and drill down hierarchically and go down to your heart's content and put as much detail as you want. So you're not in the world of having hundreds of boxes on a page overwhelming everyone. Everything is easy to consume and easy to understand. Step 2 is you're going to want to centralize all of your vital information centered around your process content. And Elements makes this simple and easy to do again. So here you can see Elements has got a section for your requirements and how you want to manage and control them. Obviously a section to control your maps and create maps. A section called reference model, which is where you're going to house your risk information like you can see here, and some key controls. And of course, your URL library, which is basically a library of links that might be linking to procedure content, policy information, screenshots, videos, anything of that nature. What's nice about Elements and how it does your risk and control information is you can actually upload any existing controls or risk information or anything else from compliance that you might already have through some CSV import. I could create one from scratch. And once you do, like I've done here, now I've got a list of central controls that can be managed from one central place, and look at the information that I can capture against each of these controls. A basic description of what the control is so everyone understands what's required. I can attach anything I want here. I can attach other videos, other instructions, procedure documents if I want. I can even copy this link and attach it directly onto a process map, which makes it that much more powerful. I might even want to have some commentary between other risk and compliance specialists. Now, once you've centralized all your vital process information like your key controls, your risk information, maybe your requirements or compliance info, now it's time to attach that info right to your process maps. And let's have a quick look at how Elements lets you do that. When you bring up any map and you've created any process, simply right-click on that activity box, and here you have a few choices. But I can add that that key control that I just showed you directly to that process map right away, right to that step. So now all of your risk and control information is attached right to your process content. You could add a URL of any kind. It could be a video, a procedure document. You could add a data table. And in this case, I could even add a data table that captures risk information. So when you do that, you can create these custom data tables in Elements to capture risk information. Is this a key business process? Who owns the process? What's the operating group? And so forth. There's a whole world of information that can be captured and attached right to your process mapping content, which is hugely valuable. So once you've got all of your processes mapped, you've got your key information centrally controlled, like your compliance, risk, key controls and requirements all centrally managed, and you've now attached them to your maps, the final step is actually sustaining and maintaining this process content. And here's how Elements manages the sustainment of your process content. So on the right panel, you can see right away who's the owner of the document, right? Who authored the document? When was it created and when was it last modified? These are fundamental questions that any regulator and audit compliance regulator is going to ask you. Not only that, it's got version control built into the solution. So I could be working on a draft right now, and if I wanted to promote that draft and make it the single golden copy of how I perform this process, it can do that automatically. Not only that, I can actually revert and go back to and view existing versions of this same process content and go back in history and look at all the different versions of this map that exists. How awesome is that? So there you have it, a simple 4-step approach to improving risk and compliance and process management in your organization. And on top of that, I've been showing you a free process mapping and management solution that's really, really powerful. Now, I hope you enjoyed that quick free video on how to improve compliance, risk, and process management for your given organization. At the end of the video, there's going to be a link at the bottom of the screen. If you want to learn more about how to get started using Elements, the free version, if you want to learn more about how to apply Elements and this 4-step approach for your given situation, just click the link. It'll bring you directly into my calendar and you'll be free to book some time and we'll go from there. Thanks again and good talking to you.